Welcome to Market Makers Trend. Test, 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 test. One. All right, start recording. Welcome to Market Makers Trend Expert Advisor Walkthrough Part 1 with your host, me, Nathan Williams. All right, my name is Nathan Williams. I am the developer of Market Makers Trend. I've been trading for 15 years, and I have been programming and developing, for over 20. All right, 23 years to be exact. So the question has been asked to me, why did I create Market Makers Trend? Well, it's very simple. Most traders fail to become profitable when trading in the financial markets. The two main reasons include, number one, no risk management plan, and number two, they do not know in which direction to trade consistently. All right? Market Makers Trend Expert Advisor is the solution. When it comes to risk management, Market Makers Trend has a plethora of risk management features embedded in its algorithm and optimized for the best performance utilizing machine learning technology. All right, when it comes to understanding what direction to trade in, the very name Market Makers Trend should give it away. As market makers are the individuals and or algorithms that create the trends in the actual market. My software, Market Makers Trend, is just my approach to following the trend of those individuals and or algorithms and profiting with them. All right. So, quick agenda for this part 1 video is going to go over Market Maker Trend usage warnings. What does Market Maker Trend trade? The indicator versus the expert advisor. MAV, manual approval version, and the AP Go app, and of course the explanation of the settings. All right. So, real quickly, we're going to talk about some Market Makers Trend usage warnings. All right. So these three right here, I warn you up against. First of all, prop firms and funded account challenges. All right. I do not recommend using Market Makers Trend on these. Why? Because these prop firms are all about making money off of you losing. They will make up rules overnight, which we've already seen them do, just so they can then turn around and disqualify your account and you lose all your money for paying for the challenge and they gain the money. All right. The main issue is what they call copy trading, because more than one person can be using the EA on a prop firm. Then that prop firm can say, hey, you're copy trading, and they will deactivate your account or disqualify you, not allow you to pursue or finish the rest of the challenge, and or not allow you to get paid out. All right. But there are some prop firm cheat code settings inside the EA to help hide and keep you safe with this. Also, if you add additional trades yourself on top of the EA, that will help you as well. All right. Account management and mirror trading. So if you're managing other accounts that are not yours, or you're mirror trading, which means that you are mirroring your trades onto other accounts that are not yours, if it is found out that you are managing accounts or mirror trading on accounts that are not yours, and you're utilizing it with Market Makers Trend, your account will be deactivated immediately. We've already done it, and there are talks, from the majority owner of the company about potentially putting out a lawsuit. All right, that is theft. So keep that in mind. All right, so what does Market Makers Trend trade? All right, right now, the EA only trades DAX and US 30. If you use the indicator, you can put it on anything that your MT4 and your broker will give you access to. So forex pairs, indexes, precious metals, energies, cryptocurrency, stocks, everything. All right. Coming soon, Market Makers Trend Expert Advisor will be trading NAS 100, S&P 500, European and US stocks. All right. So the two pairs that Market Maker Trends trade as of right now are DAX and US 30. Let's just go through some of the settings so you can understand how they function. So with DAX here on the left-hand side, you can see the stop loss is 440 pips. You can see the take profit is 820 pips. That is a 1 to 1.86 risk to reward ratio. All right. Profit lock 1. What this means is that once price is 500 pips in profit, the stop loss will automatically move to 300 pips in profit and you will have a free trade. Profit lock 2. Once price moves to 740 pips in profit, it will then lock in 680 pips in profit, and you will be what? You will have an even further trade, further and deeper into profit, guaranteed. All right. Now, along the lines, once you get to profit lock one, partial profit number one will kick in. So let's imagine you have a standard lot on this trade. All right. Once partial profit one kicks in, 30% of your trade will close out in profit. That means 0.3% of your trade, so 0.30 of your standard lot, your 1.0, will close out at 500 pips in profit. And then once you get to partial profit number two, it will close out another 30%. All right, meaning that you have 0.70 left over. So 30% of that is 0.21. So it will close out 0.21 at 740 pips in profit. All right, and then the rest of your trade, the other 0.49, which is almost half your trade, will have the opportunity to either take profit at 820 pips, or it will reverse and hit the stop loss in profit at 680 pips. All right. Now, the best and most optimized spread to use for DAX is 200. All right. The trading times for DAX: Sunday from market open until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. And then from Monday through Friday, it's going to trade from 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Now, the equity protector and the profit protector, we'll talk more about these as these are risk management type parameters, but they have a default for at 1% risk per trade. So what does this mean? That means if you're using 1% risk per trade and your weekly equity protector hits 5%, the EA will automatically stop for the week. That means you've lost 5% for the week. If it hits 7.5 profit protector, that means you've gained 7.5%, and the EA will stop for the week. All right. Now, on a daily standpoint, the daily equity protector shows at 2.5 and 3.75. So your daily equity protector means that if you lose 2.5% of your account in one day, the EA will stop trading for the day. And if you gain 3.75% profit for the day, the EA will stop trading for the day. All right. And it will pick back up. The weekly equity protector will start trading again the following Sunday market open. And then for the daily profit protector and equity protector, if they're triggered, then the EA will start trading again the next day at 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when it's time for DAX to trade. All right. Now let's go look at US 30. US 30 has a stop loss of 500 pips and a take profit of 1,000 pips. That is a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. Beautiful. Profit lock 1. All right. And just so if you are new and you're wondering what risk to reward ratio means, a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio means that for every dollar you spend, you have the opportunity to make $2. All right. So the more often you are right, the more profit you will make. So for example, if you take 10 trades, 5 trades hit take profit, 5 trades hit stop loss. Well, the 5 trades that hit take profit were 1,000 pips. So that's 5,000 pips. And then the 5 trades that hit stop loss were only 500 pips. So 5 times 500 is 2,500. So you could get half the trades right and you'll be 5,000 in profit, and then you'll lose 2,500. So you'll still be in profit $2,500. That is how risk to reward works. All right. Now with the profit locks, once price is 500 pips in profit, it will lock in 300 pips in profit. So it moves your stop loss to 300 pips in profit. Once price for profit lock 2 gets to 800 pips in profit, it will lock in 600 pips in profit. All right. Partial profit number 1 is 30%. Partial profit number 2 is 50%. So if you have that standard lot and you get the profit lock number 1, it's going to take off 0.30 or 30% of your trade. All right. And you'll be left with a 0.70. And then once it gets to 800 pips in profit, it will close out 50% of that 0.70, which is 0.35. And then you have 0.35 left over that can go to take profit at 1,000 pips. All right. The best and most optimized spread is 350 for US 30. The trading times for US 30 is Monday through Thursday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And just like DAX, your weekly equity protector and profit protector is optimized. All right. So at 1% risk per trade, your weekly equity protector is 8% and your profit protector is 10%. Your daily equity protector is 4 and your daily profit is 5. Now, here's how these work. That's the last thing I'll say about this and we'll move on. At the default for both DAX and US 30, this is the default for 1%. Now, you have the opportunity to go to actually place your own risk per trade settings. They can start off at 0.1 and go as high as 2.0. All right. So from 0.1 to 2.0 risk per trade. Now, the default is 1%. So if you select 2% risk per trade, then all these numbers double. So for DAX, your weekly equity protector goes to 10 and your weekly profit protector goes to 15. For US 30, your daily equity protector goes to 8 and your daily profit protector goes to 10. All right. Now, if you select 0.5 risk per trade, you cut these numbers in half. So for US 30, your weekly equity protector goes from 8 down to 4 and your weekly profit protector goes from 10 down to 5. And then for DAX, your daily equity protector goes from 2.5 to 1.25 and your daily profit protector goes from 3.75 to 1.875. All right. And then if you select anything outside of those, 1.3, 1.9, 0.4, 0.9, they are just different variations based on the default. Why? Because the default weekly equity protector, daily equity protector, and profit protectors have all been found to show that if you use these, the first 6 months of the year, each month was profitable. There was no losing month. So to ensure that same ratio is selected, there was a formula put into the EA's algorithm to make sure that these same defaults are the exact same variations no matter what risk per trade you select. All right. So next we're going to talk about the indicator versus the expert advisor. So for this, we're going to have to go to the charts. I'm also going to show you how to load the EA and the regular version as well as the MAV version. MAV is the manual approval version. All right. If you are in the United States, you have to use the MAV version. If you are outside the United States, you can use either the standard version or the MAV version. The MAV version, again, you have to approve it to trade for you every 24 hours. For the standard version, you only have to just turn it on. It will trade for you. You don't have to approve anything. All right. So let's go take a look at this here. We'll come into our charts here. All right. And so the first thing you want to do is you want to log in. All right. So make sure that you log into your account. You want to go to File, Open an account. You want to come here. All right. Wait for this to go. You want to scroll down to the bottom where it says Add New Broker. Hit the plus sign. Type in your broker's name. Yada, yada, yada. Hit Scan. When you hit Scan, you get all the servers for that broker pop up. So you see here for FX Sway, I got the demo account, the live 4 server. All right, these are the server names. When you receive your email from your broker, once you set up an account, whether it's a demo account or a live account, they will send you an email with 4 pieces of information. The first information is going to be what server is your account number on. The second piece of information is going to have your login, which is just your account number. And then 3 and 4 are your passwords. The first password is going to be your trader password that allows you to take trades on your account and your EA to take trades. And then number 4 is going to be your investor password. That is read only. So if you want somebody to follow along and watch how your bot does and how it's trading, then you give them your account number and your investor password. That allows them to watch and they cannot make any trades on your account and make any mistakes. They can just watch only. All right. So let's say we have a FX Way demo. You hit Scan. All right. I'm sorry. When you hit Demo, you hit Next. You come here, Existing Trade Account. Under Login, type in the account number. All right. Random numbers. Under Passwords, it's going to be letters and numbers. So you type those in. Make sure Save Password is selected and then hit Finish. When you hit Finish, It'll do its thing. You'll see down here in the bottom right hand corner, it'll show you how many kilobytes, so the speed you're running. Once that is good to go, you are all logged in. All right. You also get a notification if you have your sound on that'll say you've got mail. All right. Once you get that set up, you're good to go. First thing you want to do is make sure that you have DAX and US30 selected so that you can actually pull them up on the charts. To do so, you want to go to View. You want to go to Symbols. All right, and here, you're going to make sure that you go to either Indexes or Mini Indexes. Your broker may also show indices or mini indices. Your broker may also show CFDs. C, Charlie, F, Foxtrot, D, dog. CFDs. All right. So for me, you want to select indexes, hit the plus sign. Make sure you double click the icon right here with the money sign on it. Make sure it's gold. You see DAX. DAX is going to come in many different names. DAX, German 40, German 30, DE 30, DE 40. All right, different names. US 30, you want to double click that one. US 30 will come in a few different names depending on your broker. US 30, DJI 30, DJIA 30, Dow 30. So there's different variations like that. All right. If you have an account of $10,000 or more, you can trade on DAX and US 30 regular. If you have less than 10,000, you want to come to the mini, or make sure you get on a broker that has a mini, and you want to make sure you have DAX mini and US 30 mini selected. All right. Once you've done that, then you can come here and you can select this button right underneath File here, and you can add your pair. Come down here to Indexes. You see many indexes are there as well. But indexes, and let's select DAX, and then we'll come and we'll also select US 30. So we have both selected here. All right, we got both selected. Just so you know, the EA makes its trades on the M1. So if you want to select M1, you can actually come to the minute 1 to actually look at the trades themselves. All right, so we'll come here to the minute 1. All right, now let's add on the EA. This account, we will add on the standard version, and in the next account right here, we'll add on the MAV version. We'll walk you through that process. So on the standard version, you want to come here to the gold folder with the gold star. Select that. It's going to bring up your navigator. When your navigator is up, all right, you can come here to Expert Advisors, hit the plus sign, and you see, boom, there's the EA, there's the indicator. Let's bring on the indicator first. Double click that. Make sure all 4 of these are checked. Enable alerts. Allow live trading, allow DL imports, allow import of external experts. Now you're probably wondering why the indicator is under expert advisors. The indicator is an expert advisor. It is an EA just because of the way that it calculates everything, but it does not take trades for you. It only gives you information. So we select OK. All right, look at that DAX, market maker buy. Let's go to H1 and you can see there it is. There it is. On the 30th of June, the trend turned into a buy trend. You can see prices have been steadily moving up since then. This purple line or magenta line here is going to be your 200 moving average. All right. So you'll be able to utilize this indicator to manually trade with on an institutional level, or utilizing other little tactics that you may have. And the beautiful thing is to just allow it to understand what direction to trade, as it tells you here that you're in a market maker buy. All right. This tool works very well with with red light, green light, and arrow to help you understand in which direction to trade in. Keep that in mind. All right. So if you want to remove this, you just right click on the screen, come to Expert Advisors, hit remove. That removes the EA off the screen. And now we need to add the actual EA itself, not the indicator version, but the Expert Advisor. All right. So you come to Expert Advisor. First thing you want to do is go to About and make sure that you know what version you have. I've refined this version and made new versions over and over again. So you want to make sure that you are selecting the right version based on the update that I have sent out. So as you can see here, Market Makers Trend EA 2.0. This is the correct version. We are on 2.0. Next, you want to come to Common. Under Common, you want to make sure those 4 are selected. So allow live trading, got that. All right, don't worry about inputs right now. We're not going to talk about the settings. Just hit OK. You can see in the top right hand corner, you got a sad face. All right, so you want to make sure you come here and select the auto trading button. Auto trading button is selected. Now you have a happy face. I'm going to turn off this. The auto trading button turns the EA off and on. So if you want to turn the EA off for some reason, just select the auto trading button. But remember, when it's time to turn it back on, you just select auto trading buttons again as well. Right now we have it turned off. You can see sad face, just so I can, just show you how to put it on. All right, next. All right, if you see here, if you want to get a shortcut to go back to the settings, just click on the happy face or sad face, and you come in here and you can see it, inputs. All right, asset to trade, as we know, you want to double click this here and either select DAX or US 30. We got DAX selected. You remember, spread is 200, and then you double click here, your risk per trade, and you can select everything from 0.1 all the way to 2.0. All right, prop firm cheat code settings here. If you want to turn prop firm mode on, just double click that and go to true, or keep it at false. If you do go to true, you got to type in your custom magic number. Here, it doesn't really matter. It could be some craziness. All right, the crazier the better, because that's what makes your trades different than everybody else's. All right, stealth mode. This is the experimental mode. All right. Now, what stealth mode does, and we'll talk about this a little later on when we talk about the settings. So I'm not going to talk about this right now, but that's it. That's how it works. All right. Now let's go to US 30. You do the exact same thing. The only thing that will change is under the inputs. You would come over here and double click that and change that to US 30 and change that to 350. All right, and you go through this as you need to. All right, that's how that works. Now, this is the standard version. Once you already have it on your charts, like so, and you turn on auto trading, it will just run for you. All right. If you are outside of the United States, if you're inside the United States, you have the MAV version. So let's go over here. All right, and let's add DAX on here, and we'll add this on. All right, you do the same thing here by adding all your charts, DAX, US 30. All right, and now you want to make sure you add everything here. So you want to come in here to this green plus sign. I'm sorry, you already added this here. So you want to come over here to the gold folder with the gold sign, gold star. Click on that one. Expert advisors, hit the plus sign. The orbit indicator, we've already looked at that. Double click to add the MAV EA. Come here to the about. All right, we're in 2.0. Good. Under common, we have all four checked now. All four checked. Under inputs, we don't worry about that. All right, we got it set on DAX, but we're not worried too much about it as of right now. First thing you want to do is hit OK. When you hit OK, you will get this here. When you get that there, first thing you want to do is you want to log in to this website right here. You need to link your MT4 that you have, all right, that you're trading on right now. You want to link this account to your Avoya Prime account, all right? You also want to make sure that you download the app. When you download the app will actually be where you go in to approve it. It's a lot faster than logging into the website. You just, every day at the same time. I advise you to do this at a time where you're awake and know you will always be awake at the time. So that way, when you get the notification to approve your settings, approve trading for the next 24 hours, you are awake and you don't miss it and you miss any trades. All right, so I'm going to type in this website here, https://VoriaPrime.com. All right, semicolon. /device. Go. All right. When you input this website, it's going to say enter the code shown on your device to continue. This code is up here. It's the code at the very top you want to put in. So I'm going to type in that code, 8CKR, all capital. All right. -HQAY. All right. I hit submit. Once I hit submit, all right, it's going to ask me to log in. It says you're successfully logged in. Now return to your device to finish. All right, so I return here to my device to finish. All right, and just wait for it to give me a notification. All right. You come here and you can click on the icon next to the gold photo of the gold star. That's your terminal. You can come here, you come to the experts tab. All right, and it'll tell you that it is approved to trade, loading successfully. All right, and it'll let you know everything's good to go. Once that's good, this disappears and you're good to go. All right, that is the MAV version. Now, once you get an email every day, it'll send you a notification, all right, to your phone to actually receive your email. To make sure you get notifications to your phone, all right, what you want to do is you want to go to Tools, Options, Notifications. All right, under Notifications, you want to select Enable Push Notifications. And then in your phone, all right, so in your MT4 app, you want to go to your settings. All right, so in your MT4 app, you want to go to your settings, chat, and messages. And under chat messages, at the very bottom, it's going to give you your MetaQuotes ID number, which is a bunch of numbers and letters. You just type in those numbers and letters. All right, this will go white. You hit test. It'll send you a test to your account. All right, it'll say test to your actual MT4 app. And then you know you are good to go in receiving notifications to your phone. And all you have to do is ensure that your phone is set up to send notifications to your phone. All right, because right now the desktop version of MT4 here is the desktop version. It will send notifications to your phone app, but you have to have your notifications turned on so that you can actually receive those notifications to your phone. All right. Once everything's set up and the test goes through fine, you hit OK. All right. And now you're receiving notification every 24 hours to remind you, on top of your alarm that you set, but the alarm to remind you to approve the trades for the next 24 hours. All right. As you can see here, this is what let me just push play here. This right here is what the APGo app looks like. All right. It's the MAV version. This is what the notification will say. It'll say market makers trend, the date, the time, 24-hour trading request, letting you know that, hey, you need to approve the trading request for whatever pair. All right. Every 24 hours, you see you can either hit cancel or approve. Hit approve and move on. All right. Settings explanation. So we'll talk about the settings real quick. Go back to the chart. Warnings on the settings explanations. Spread. Spread has been optimized. DAX needs to be at 200. US 30 needs to be at 350. All right. You may trade or change these slightly depending on your broker, but those are the best settings that we have found that have worked with the 99.9% tick data that we use. And the tick data comes from the broker Dukascopy, Dukascopy. All right, so let's get out of here. Let us go back into the actual chart, and we'll click on this here and look at the settings. The settings are super simple. For DAX, you go to Asset to Trade, put it on DAX. Double click that here. And if you're trading US 30, put it on US 30. Again, if you are less than $10,000, please put it on. You can leave these at DAX and these are going to stay DAX and Mini, but make sure the chart that you put the software on is DAX Mini and US 30 Mini. So if your account is from anywhere from $100 to $9,999, you need to use DAX Mini and US 30 Mini. If your account is over $10,000, then you can use DAX and US 30. All right. All right. Maximum tick spread allowed. Double click that, change that to 200 for DAX. And then when you put the EA on the US 30 chart, change that to 350. All right. Next is risk per trade under risk settings. All right. You can double click this here and you can see here. Now you can go from 0.1 per trade all the way up to 2% per trade. All right. The software is more accurate. It only trades with a trend. It has, optimized times of day, days of week to trade. It has optimized profit and equity protector locks. Has optimized it. We've optimized everything for you. All you need to do is select the risk per trade that you are willing to deal with. When we launch 2.0, and every time we launch a new version, I will send you out, some examples of what the risk per trade should do for you, give or take. because again, past profits are not indicative or not guaranteed of what it's going to do in the future. But I put out a conservative setting of 0.5 risk, a moderate setting at 1%, and then an aggressive setting at 2%. So once you look at those, you can kind of get an idea of what you want to select. If you are utilizing a prop firm, you want to select 0.6. All right, 0.6 is that number. 0.5 to be on the safer side, but 0.6 is the number that you want to select when you're trading both. All right. Outside of that, you've got your prop firm cheat codes. All right. Yes, just like on the video games, up, up, back, circle, circle, square. But no, prop firm cheat codes. All right. If you want to turn the prop firm mode on, you just come here and turn it true. Now the EA would trade with prop firm settings. All right. Not the settings, but prop firm in the prop firm mode. So what did that mode do? So number one, it would turn off the comments off of all of your trades. So all of your trades have comments that say MMT on it. It will hide those and turn those off so that those are no longer in there, so that the brokers cannot see that. Next, it will actually randomize your take profit and your stop loss by up to 0.5%, which is very small. So on US 30, you have a 1,000 pip take profit. It will scramble your take profit by no more than 5 pips up or 5 pips back. So you could have a 995 pip take profit. You could have a 999.7 pip take profit. You can have a 1001.2. Just very different variations between 995 and 1005. All right. And then next you have your custom magic number. All right. This number gives your account a unique feel. So go ahead and put some crazy number in there. The crazier your custom number is, or the lower it is, however the case you have it, then your account will look significantly different than anybody else's. All right. From a broker standpoint. All right. Next is stealth mode. Stealth mode is experimental, which means there may be some bugs with it. We've tested it so far. It has worked very well. But what stealth mode does for you is that it will put on the order of the buy or sell order for you. However, it will not place or show your stop loss or take profit. They are virtual. So the EA will virtually move your take profit and stop loss into profit. The EA will not send orders, all right? Because usually when your stop loss moves up, you're just sending the broker another order. This will virtually do it for you. It will virtually know where your stop loss and take profit where your stop loss has moved to. All right. So keep that in mind. Now, on the actual chart, you will physically see lines. All right. So the EA draws lines for you to see where your profit locks are at. However, you would not be able, the broker won't be able to see them. All right. So that's the cool thing about it. It is experimental. It is not 100%. It should work. We've tested it out thoroughly. Haven't had any problems with it. The one bug we had at the beginning, we did fix that. And it now looks like it runs like a dream, but it is experimental. All right. Last but not least is your alert settings. Both of these keep true. And then once you have that, you just hit OK. All right. DAX is not registered. Recognizes US 30. That's fine. We know that. All right. But that is the settings, guys. All right. That is the settings. All right. And that brings us to the end of this presentation. So if you're going to trade, make sure to trade responsibly, guys. Thank you.